Hi, this is Vincent at Chivalrous Games presenting the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master is a Unity asset that creates levels randomly for both 2D and 3D games. What is the Dungeon Master and what can it do? The Dungeon Master will create levels procedurally based on the assets you supply. It can create as many levels as you like and attach them together to create a whole dungeon. A level can be anything. A forest, a cave, a castle, a village, anything you can think of really. The generation is lightning fast, often taking only a fraction of a second. You can create levels at runtime or design time. You can preset parts of a level or decide to go fully random. Randomization is seed-based, so you can make sure you always get the same result if you want. A dungeon can be the whole of your game or only a part of it, since you can attach a dungeon to an outside world. You can also create multiple dungeons in the same game. But that's not the only thing the Dungeon Master can do. It will also manage the loading, rendering, and unloading of the levels, so it only displays the relevant parts of the game at any time. This avoids huge resources consumption, so your game keeps a good performance even for huge dungeons. Players can move from room to room and level to level without any lag or loading time at runtime. And since you can create huge games with the Dungeon Master, it will also create maps and mini-maps automatically, so the players can navigate easily through the game. The map system also allows players to plan journeys and display GPS-like paths on the map to reach an objective. The Dungeon Master also features a key and lock system. If you want some areas of the dungeon to be locked at first, the Dungeon Master will take care of spawning the keys around in a way that ensures that no areas are unreachable for the player. Locks and keys do not have to be actual locked doors and sets of keys. Anything can be used for the lock and key system. A high ledge that is unreachable at first could be a lock, and a double jump skill could be the key required to reach this ledge. Speaking of spawning, the Dungeon Master features a spawning system over which you have full control. You can spawn anything from monsters, loot, scenery, NPCs, whatever you want. You can limit the amount of your spawnables based on scopes, so there is not too much of something. You can also specify if and how spawnables should be displayed on the map. To understand how the Dungeon Master works and to set up your first dungeon, see the following videos.